Is working from home viable? My name is Steve, this is TQA Weekly, and that's today's question related to the current COVID-19 crisis. It is, however, not a new concept. It is one that many businesses currently do use, whether partially or completely, and it offers many valid benefits to businesses, workers, the environment, and the health of yourself and others. Many businesses have played with the idea of working from home. Some have implemented it to some degree or another, but the question isn't whether or not it's possible. It's whether or not it's viable. You see, many businesses are having their employees work from home because of necessity, not because of practicality. This allows the employees to continue to have a job and businesses to continue being in business because it is currently safer, and it is also helping the economy through these trying times. Remember, if every business shuts down, the economy is just going to completely crash. And right now, it is bad, but it could be a lot worse. To be completely blunt, though, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. And how the COVID-19 crisis affects us will determine how businesses operate for the foreseeable future and maybe even permanently. What the crisis will not change, though, is the need for communication, and this is where technology comes into play. It is already possible for us to have online meetings, whether it's by voice and or video. And of course, that means that employees and business owners can definitely voice opinions, ask and answer questions, provide details for projects, and even get other kinds of information. As for equipment, many people already own their own computers, and many businesses already provide the equipment. Where businesses benefit is the fact that you're saving money on office space, power, parking spots, and of course, medical. You might not understand this, but when employees do not have to travel around, they're not subject to many of the dangers of traffic. They're not subject to viral contamination in the workplace. And it also means that employers have a lower risk of viral contagion basically propagating throughout their workforce. Since employees are basically separate, they can't get each other sick, meaning that it is less likely for them to take a performance hit. And that means that it is actually better for many businesses to keep their employees apart, because if one becomes sick, they don't lose an entire portion of their workforce to begin with. IT departments can also access computers remotely to update, patch, and even install software. Therefore, it's basically possible for businesses to operate completely and entirely in a remote fashion. Now, there's also a few other benefits to having remote workers. Access to better top talent from further away is one of those ways that businesses can benefit from being able to become more nimble and have people work from further and further away. It also affords the business a smaller carbon footprint, as well as having smaller carbon footprints for all those employees. If you're one of those businesses trying to figure out how you can be green and save money, this is one way of doing it, by having people remote in. Basically, the more employees work from home, the better the communication is between management and staff, obviously, the better it is for everyone. Reduced costs, lower injury and viral risks, lower carbon footprint is basically all great reasons to work remotely. And let's not forget, the risk to each employee is basically going to be minimized just because they're not running around in traffic waiting for other people to advance and at greater risk of getting into a car accident that can either injure, maim, or kill one of those employees. Remember, many places are also playing with automation, including Amazon. And this is where I'm going to push my point home on why working from home is basically going to be really viable pretty soon. If you no longer need staff to fulfill orders and the robots can operate independent of human presence, then it might just be time for everyone to stay home and work from their home office, because after all, the internet and technology affords us that very real opportunity, and of course, it might just save your life. After all, if a robot can fulfill every orders and your employees can work from home, there will be less traffic, fewer injuries, more productive employees, and a lot more time saved in a day. Imagine having employees no longer traveling 1 hour in every direction. They can work longer or, of course, be in better shape and more concentrated on the task at hand. So I want you all to stay safe, wash your hands, and of course, stay home. Now, like if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, share with those that you think could benefit from this, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions for topics, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com. Go to my website, tqaweekly.com, for the show notes on this episode, past others, find other ways of subscribing, and of course, use the contact form to email me directly. And if you want to see me play games like The Witcher 3, go to twitch.tv/zaxis1981 and view my schedule, because it is in constant evolution. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.